Hello, everybody. Let me check the volume on this and let me just go close the door. Okay. So I've been wanting to come on. I've been wanting to come on, do my card readings, and do all the things I talked about my channel with Hold. And I think I just need to be a variety. Like sometimes my crystals, sometimes the book reviews, definitely a little bit of a card pick, something artsy, and also to try and just generate a community where people will check in and check it out, but also bring up awareness. And really, there's like a lot of energy shifting so much. 2 nights ago, I felt like just happy for no reason, and most of my life, I was just happy for no reason. It was a really good feeling. And then last night, I think, wanting to wake up, there was just felt a little like funky. I felt almost like a little sick. Reminded me of the food poisoning I had. Um, but also, it could have been just been triggered by intense energies and like dizzy headache, nausea, want to throw up kind of thing. So I told myself, you can't be sick. It's not allowed. Like the energy has to show me a different way. But that may be happening to you too at this time. So I think I titled something like this as reinventing and current climate of humans. And so what I really think, just a little bit, on mainstream media the past couple of weeks, because I'm not in front of it all the time. I live with a father who has it all the time in sports and whatever other stuff is been infiltrated by demonics, the whole planet. Um, but what I want to let you know is there are times on mainstream media when they're bringing up controversial issues like the border is one thing, the border, and something else. And I'll hear David Muir, who must be Prince of Darkness or some title shit like that. God bless his bum bum, because you know where those folks going. We're all going to go back to God, really, in the end. But anyway, a bunch of people are going to jump off the planet. I don't know. I can't imagine he's a white hat. Ugh. I have to do a card on him, I think. Um. Anyway, they talk about blah blah blah, and the white hats are opposed to this too. The white hats are on it, or some such just a couple of sentences, and it says, and the white hats too, which is the Good Alliance, Off-World Galactics, good military, and honestly, anybody who's ever listening here considers themselves, um, a kind of, you know, what do you call it, a digital reporter, and someone just into deep dives in truth and wanting to stand for justice, nobility, invincibility of goodness and greatness and care and love. And yeah, sometimes you're gonna just slip. I know I slip a little bit. Today I do want to. The other thing I want to bring up. Let's see. There's a second part to that reveal. Um, which, and then I'll get back to my own vulnerability. So then I just heard, because I'm doing things here starting creatively, and getting into that and getting rid of some things. And so finally, through some of this mainstream media, whatever, crescendoing and blasting and ebbing and blowing, people are starting to say, so for example, this young woman is missing. Very likely she is Gonzo and her boyfriend, unless it is truly a part of the movie to wake people up. Because all this other interesting mainstream media, and not even mainstream media, is offering in reports of many, many others, peoples were saying, why is this girl getting all this media for days and days and days and days and days, and it's huge and it's blowing up, and these people in these situations have been missing, and these type of things have gone on a lot, but oh, you mainstream media didn't cover it, but why is this getting like over um, So sort of over the top, um, light and fanfare. And not to make light if anyone really has passed away, horribly. No, none at all. So those are ways the infiltrated yet still kind of horrible mainstream media is the white hats, yeah, the good alliances are letting you know, hey, get informed consent, find out what's in your vaccines and your boosters. Hey, question authority. What is a mandate? What is a law? What is a code? Oh, question authority. What are they really teaching your kids in school? You have a right to know as a parent paying 65,000 freaking dollars to Holy Cross College or Emerson or MIT or Harvard or Princeton or Wellesley or Brandeis or any other golden spoon. And you have a right to know as a parent while your college person has even entered state college. Do you have an interest in what your child is taking? Do you have an interest in the direction that they really want to do, not the thing that they think they should do because they've been either pressured by you or society or their peers or maybe their own brain of perception? Do you have an interest? For those of you who do have an interest, question, hey, I really want to take an active role. It is your final decision, but can we talk about what it is you're taking? Not even going to school. If I'd say don't go to school. I'd say don't go to school for the next minimum year and a half because so many things are going to be changing. I'd say do life experience. Don't do life experience. Do a job, create a job, do your hobby as a job, um, travel, go to a freer state. I'd say a lot of other things to the open minded here or those on the fence willing to take a look. Oh, so I was going to mention, like, even today, I had been a little wobbly about going into places with this new mandate now up in Massachusetts. And that was only my own fear, and it was just triggered by I was driving a car to park at my job, and the news was a lot of people leave their, a lot of people leave their radios on, listening to crap. They got, yes, that's my opinion. They got so the mainstream radio news was on, and for about 15 seconds, 12 strong seconds, 9 strong seconds, I was like, oh my God, it like hit me in the solar plexus. If that's what people are listening to every day, mandate passport, governor said mandate, but restaurants do this, businesses do this. That's very freaking crazy. I really am kind of surprised that more people in Massachusetts as small business owners just didn't get their pitchforks out and say, I can swear. I know a lot of you people who I'm encouraging to check me out here. I'm going to say, fuck that. Stand up. But everyone, see, the basic humans, we're trained to just be nice, don't make a wave, know your place, respect your elders, don't question, raise your hand. You can't go to leave the room unless if you have to go to the bathroom, you got to get permission. All these niceties that were really kind of limitations and could lead to someone perceiving, creating beliefs of unworthiness. Hello, I had been one of them, but and so anyway, today I went into getting to me and vulnerability. I went into the grocery store. I went in. That was fine. It was cool. Lady looked at me. I looked right at her. She was looking, but I looked right at her. Her face turned away. Then I just smile at people anyways, most of the time. Although today I had a little bit of wobbliness, so I couldn't pay for my items because went to self service and they were only taking debit cards or credit cards because of the coin shortage or their coin shortage or where the financial systems are going to be changing in the world. So keep abreast of that. Financial systems are going to be changing in the world. This is all part of all our new world, not the bad new world, just a part of our evolution and where we go from this type of currency to this kind of type of currency exchange, and probably in the final end, no currency exchanges. It's going to be super freedom across the whole galaxies and multiverses. Anyway, so I couldn't pay, and I had my bag. I go around with my bag, put my stuff in, and the lady put it aside for me. She was very nice. Her name was Mary from Shaw. She was very, very nice to me. And I said, and I'll be back. I don't just go deposit money. I thought I could just pay with money. But anyway, so I went to go do that. Then I came back and had to try to use the bathroom. But on the way to the bathroom, there was a huge line. I wasn't going to. But this, a very nice man, he was just an elder man, thought I was doing the right thing by just reminding me, oh, honey, you need your mask. I said, no, I don't. And I realized that was more of a reaction rather than a response. Because I would have said, you are so nice. No, I don't. But thank you. I'm not on that side of the street, and I'll just bless you. Because that's more me, but then there's that hidden part of us, and so I have like a little bit more to release, and that was like that little fear. And now I'm like, because I don't know, I should try just the heck of it, try to go into Trader Joe's and buy something in Whole Foods, because those are the stores I went through last. But I just went to like my Stop and Shop and I'll go to Price Chopper, I go to Shaw's, those are in my neighborhood, I go to Cumbies, probably go to the dollar store. Because here's the thing, it's the last threads of evil, and they are so wanting you to be freaking afraid and not ask any questions and wear your face covering. You doesn't, if you had two vaccines and you had a booster and you do all the right things, and too bad if you have exempt, because I don't, but see, places aren't going to ask you a lot of places because they know, if they do know it's against the law. I would be kind of surprised at this time if Trader Joe's and Whole Foods didn't let anyone in without a mask. I think I'm going to just try that tomorrow, and I'm going to also be in a different place emotionally too, because it's really all about our vibe. You know, the laws are on people's side, the people have to stand. And that's what some of the in your face stuff is. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to businesses and organizations as well, like the Massachusetts State Police, who are actually, standing, as well as some of the frontline workers are standing to say, no, no medicine in the arm. That's my HIPAA, that's my right, it's not your business. I have a right to my medical history. I have a right to pursue what I choose to do. It's interesting, right? The old phrase, my body, my choice, which used to be just for, you know, um, taking care of, you know, your birth control, and abortion issues. And it really is a choice. But it's almost like I really don't want to. It's not my fight to be mad at you if you choose vaccines. I am an anti-vaxxer, and I am an anti-vaxxer because there's no there's no disclosure on what's in that medicine. It's just like even over-the-counter medicine. Like I would ask my doctor when I did go from Chinese and Western medicine, Chinese medicine to Western medicine for a while, just because of just like changes and getting to the Chinatown in Boston, and I just figured, oh, I've got medical insurance. I'll just check this out and see whatever. But a lot of times I'd ask my doctor what's in it and other side effects, and she didn't tell me all the side effects. She might tell me one or two. But if I took something and there was a side effect, I did not take it again, and she'd be super mad at me, concerned that I would not get healthy. And I'd say, well, if my body made this XYZ, I can unmake it, and I'm not going to take XYZ because it bloats me or I get headaches, and I would just take a little, like because I was eating more plant life and more vegan, and because I'm thin and tiny, tinier than a lot of people, she would never say take the full amount. But if I take it once and it's yucky, are you taking it? And then 2.5 years ago, just before the pandemic, when I got like sinus infection, could it have been COVID? Could have been anything. Who knows? It was out of stress from living here, my parents' original house. Lots of personal stress. And I had this thing that wouldn't go away and would lose my voice. And so I did think I could buy that I had a bad sinus infection, and I've had laryngitis before, but I didn't. Never thought I was going to die from it. I don't have that kind of mentality of, well, I'm sick, I'm going to die. Oh, I can rely on my doctor. And oh, me. That's fucked up. That's just totally messed up, fucked up. So yeah, I'm a spiritual person that just works because it feels good. It feels like the best words ever. And yeah, so I got over it anyway. But then I've been fine. And the only thing that I've been dealing with in my personal journey is wanting to be an athlete again, get my back in order, And I think that's happening between my light codes and just the path I'm on, and visualizing, all the walking I want to do. I want to do bike riding, get back to Florida, be in the waves. That's where I want to be. My Arizona is my heart home, and all that coyote stuff is my heart home. But Florida is like, I'll get used to it, and the beach will be close by, like that. So I wanted to bring up that there's protests all over the world: Australia, Germany, England, Italy, Canada. There's many, many things going on in the world. And if you are someone who's totally listening to the TV and you're tired of it, hopefully you'll find a little bit of this type of channel can be even better, where they actually have guests on and they're giving their different information on BitChute and Rumble and just different places. And just get in touch with me if you want some other names and other sites. And in fact, this reminds me, I'm supposed to get in touch with someone and I didn't. I just with the new job and yeah, like letting things slip. I didn't want to pull a card. I wanted to pull a card. I forget the reason what I was going to call it. Probably just a nice thing about reinventing ourselves. Because I'm going to be going over some mantras. I'm going to be going over my cards, and I'm going to do my best to ask the cards just a really one card. What's a really good one card for reinventing ourselves and staying the course of our empowerment? Because we're the power, and that's what they didn't want us to know. They didn't want us to know about how to connect energy, frequency, vibration, pre-paving a path, and visualizing stuff. So yeah, and what Abraham Hicks, they used to teach 17 seconds a day. It's probably less because manifestation will happen real quick. So I'm going to be like all into that and coming back. I just made up my mind to come on tonight. To come on tonight and start. Start it. I have my art to do and just work on it a little bit tonight. I am watching my drama, the Ottoman Empire thing, Magnificent Century. Oh my God. Just when I think I'm not going to watch that, there's twists and turns, and some of it is convoluted. I would never believe that in the Ottoman Empire that XYZ happened. But the writing for some other stuff, XYZ, that happens, the twists and turns, keep you watching. Characters, you love to hate them. All of them, a lot of them, start out so innocent and pure, and you just love all of them, and then they all get rotten. They all go evil on you. But it's interesting because it's a depiction too of how palace life ain't that easy. Just like the reptile families, right? The 13, is it 12? They might even want to say more than 13 families, but powerful families came in as off-worlders and evil, or infiltrated and married into and brought into, coerced, and then got all involved in their leading, and they're living their lives. You think these billionaires are fantastically happy, and they're not. They're happy about control, but they're miserable in the way that they don't have soul, for drinking blood, for eating flesh. Their whole life is about lies. Like a lot of them, like Hollywood is down. There may be some celebrities coming out of the works who are legit, and then there's a lot who are just clones or CGI, or they're all blinged up and they're not around anymore. Because it's all teaching us to love our own power, our own beautiful soul, shining star, and love of power. Let me start again. So this will be a card. I just really want to pick one, maybe two, but I like when they will go with one. Usually for me, they go with two. When I just say, hey, I just want one. So we'll see how it goes. Really about the reinventing of ourselves and manifestation. What can you help us? Right now with all the scary stuff that diverts us and makes us feel outnumbered, but so not. We're so not. Yeah. So I'm just gonna let it pass. Just maybe someone that sees this will click in a question for me to address and get in touch with you. Let's see. This is not going to be a long one. We're about 20 minutes now. Just see what's going on. Let's see. I'm not going to look at all of my cheat sheets. Wow, but these are awesome. About reinventing ourselves and manifestation. So the first card I picked was Speak Your Truth, Express Yourself. And the title of the painting is Angel of Chalice Well. So there is a story behind the chalice well. I'm not going to go into that right now. But speak your truth, right? Reinventing yourself is about speaking your truth. What number is that? 18, number 9 now. Number 9 is a really empowerment number, really high vibrational, really wonderful, very positive. Yes, they all are. So this luminous card. So from your root chakra, all the red, orange, yellow, spine, the spleen, sacral, and solar plexus. So the first, second, third chakras, all about your roots, your connection to community, self-expression and creativity, your sensual nature, where we can store a lot of our survival mechanism. But notice there's also light around the woman's head, and she's got wings. So, a winged icon in drinking of the water for upliftment, purification. So speak your truth, express yourself. And this is a woman coming out of her cave, basically, coming out of her depths of despair, coming out of her time of incubation or percolation or being a hermit. You hold in your heart a place to be filled. So in our humanity, in our sensuality, the goddess is arising, and we hold in all of our hearts. This is for guys too, a place to be filled. That is, we are from love. All we are is love. We are the power of love. And if we manifest with the power of love, the stuff that we want, the stuff that we see our lives having, exponentially it is felt. We're nothing but energy sponges. That's why you can, go in a room, go in the store and feel it kind of weird because people are just energy. So protect your field by good thoughts, good feelings, good colors, colors of upliftment, mantras, prayer, not out of desperation, but like the I am. I am invincible. I am powerful. I am God. I am good. I am great. I am protected. I am walking in the right path. I am walking in a path of light, goodness, protection. I am surrounded by angels. I just speak my truth. I am truth. I am goodness. I am happy. I am kind. I am in my knowing. I do not consent. And I am going in this place. I am expressing myself. I am speaking my truth. And I am allowing the fruits of the universe to rain in on me, the floodgates of goodness to come over me and provide for every opulent gift, everything that was withheld is now divinely mine. And what number is this? 35 and number 8, also the infinity number of a money number, the yin yang, the balance, never ending, the mind of God, always in motion. Yeah, that's all I want to say right now because I want to get back on and chat. So this is 23 minutes, 24 minutes. I hope this will be uplifting to your heart. Please follow me or like it, share it, and subscribe. I'm just going to come on more regularly. It is 8:02. 8 o'clock might end up being a good time for me because I will be working early in the morning till 3 or 5. I don't know. And then trying to get my art and other things in. But I want to make a special connection to get more out there. And it's also very helpful to myself. Kind of I hear myself talk and stay uplifted. I feel that I just want to be that model that can help others and just sharing ideas. So if you end up seeing this, great. And when you do see it, hope to connect with you soon. Stay bright, stay blessed. Know you're watching a movie and you are in it as an energy uplifter. My heart for yours. Have a good night.